Okay, what's up guys? So hopefully this video is going to help you understand how to use the camera in Blender, the camera types. So if I click here, camera, you can see you get different types. I'm going to explain a bit about it, how to use the camera, etc. Okay, before that, if you've never added a camera in a Blender scene, I'll show you how to do it. All you do is go Shift A, and you go down to camera, click on it, and it'll add a camera. Okay, and then you just select it. If you want to bring up your camera view, just click here, boom, and that's your camera. And that's what's going to be rendered out when you render your image. Now, if you want to move the camera, like that, and then Y, up, down. Okay, I'm going to zero everything. Right, then, if you want to bring your camera millimeter in, so this is your focal length. So let's say you're a photographer and you got a 35mm camera, it's going to be wider. So boom, that's a 35mm lens. So the wider you go and the more zoomed in you go. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Then another trick, let's say you want to now bring your camera and you want this view. But if you click on your camera, you can see it's not there. All you do is you click on your camera, Control Alt 0. So let me just show you this up. Okay, so let's say I want to go this way now. Just make sure your camera selected, Control Alt 0, and that snaps the camera to this view. Now if I go around here, click there, that's the view that comes up. Okay, next thing, the tops. So let me just get this out the way. Panoramic, I'm never going to use it. I never use it. I don't think you'll ever use it. Okay, so if I go to a scene, let me bring up a scene. Okay, this is a scene. If I go here to rendered view. Okay, so now if I want my camera, boom. Let me show you what panoramic is. Okay, it's like a weird thing. I will never use it. So I don't even know why it's on Blender, to be honest. Now, perspective is like a normal camera lens. So 35mm, if I go to 50mm, zoomed in, and then you can obviously shift it like that, and that is basically perspective. So you'll use it for like normal kind of real life scenes, architecture, this kind of stuff, the surreal kind of scene. You can use it for a scene like this. So let me show you something like this, where it's got a car, a person behind the car. Also perfect. Now the next camera is the one that's pretty cool. So I don't really know how to explain it, but it's the orthographic view camera, and this is if you're going to do scenes like this. So let me show you. So you can see this is perspective, and you can see this is just a cool looking plane thing. If I go here to, you can see now if I go to camera view, you can see it doesn't really look that nice, and you'll have to build more. But if you go here, select your camera, go to orthographic, and now you look how cool that looks. Now you can zoom out, zoom in, you can shift it on the Y and the X, same thing. But these kind of like abstract, geometric, weird kind of scenes, I think the orthographic camera looks pretty cool because it gives you like a different kind of like view. So you can see if I'm selecting perspective, I could always bring the camera down, so Y, something like that. But you can see it looks kind of weird, like this is all big. If this is what you want, by all means you can select it, but you can see the orthographic looks better. If I just bring the Y up, it looks much nicer. Okay, another scene it works well on, let me show you. Same thing here. So you can see this is just a abstract kind of scene. If I go to camera, boom, boom, perspective, it looks kind of funny. This just like centers everything. It makes it look cool. That's basically what it does. So these kind of scenes, I always go orthographic, and then for your renders like my cinematic renders, that kind of stuff, I always go perspective. And then one thing I want to show you, here's another scene, is if you're using camera, so this I would obviously use perspective. You can see 16. What I might do, zoom in a little bit. Okay, bring this down. I just want to show you something. So you can see everything is in focus. What you can do is click here on depth of field, and you can see now it gives you that nice kind of blurry in the foreground and this focus on the background. So if I switch it off, you can see, switch it on, and then you can play with your f-stop. So if I go to like 16, more stuff will be in focus, as you can see. And then you can always select this, so you can select the objects. So you click here, say I want to focus here, and then you can play with your f-stop. So you can bring this to like 8, and it's just a cool way to make your images look a little bit more like photography basically. So if you wouldn't do this for orthographic, if I select orthographic, you can see it doesn't even look cool. The perspective, boom, depth of field, I switch it off, you can see everything here is in the in focus. If I bring this, it like kind of blurs it out nicely. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, check out the Patreon, support the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.